How's everyone doing tonight? So I figured we switch it up a little bit since we're doing some charities and stuff. I'm trying to raise $100 for Autism Speaks tonight. So I have installed Jump Scares, and I'm trying to raise $100. So the links for that and for Play Live are here at the same time. So I'm trying to raise $100 for each of them. For anybody that donates, I will get you a beta code once the game becomes available, once Korg of the Dead becomes available, which we're getting close. So that's going to be something really awesome. It's going to be kind of, amazing to actually get to play it once we, we're kind of shooting for like November 9th. So I figured what better to play than Resident Evil. I'm actually not going to play as Leon, though, because I'm going to do some special costumes tonight. Since I figured this is the only night where I would allow Claire to look like the way she's about to look, we're actually going to quit out of this. And we're going to be playing as Claire, but with... Okay, so we're going to start a new game with Claire. Actually, no, we'll do it hardcore. Because I'm going to use... I've earned my stripes in this fucking game, so I'm going to play it with my unlimited weapons. Okay, so I'm just going to let you guys enjoy this cinema. Oh, got to put on my ADD. Okay, so what are we going to put on? We're actually going to rock out some... We're going to rock out some... you know what? We're going to do Dawn of the Day of the Dead. One of my favorite zombie movies of all time. Obviously, you see me wear this hat constantly. And then I will be giving fun facts throughout this whole entire stream about this game. Because I know way too much about it. It's kind of sad how much I know about this game. So first off, in the original version of this game, he never actually hits anybody. He is at a Taxigo and he gets bit while he's there filling up with gas. He's also the same model they use for Robert Kendo in the original Resident Evil 2. Well, not technically the original Resident Evil 2, because the original Resident Evil 2 was 1.5, starring Elza Walker, but they changed that. And yes, she is wearing... I've got some cool stuff on her tonight. Yeah, she's gonna be rocking out some cool stuff tonight. This is the only time I'm really gonna just dress her up really awesome. So let me pause that really quick. Yeah, so if you've noticed, she's rocking Nier Automata right now. It's an anime I've actually never watched, but I've heard nothing but good things about. So... I'm going to be focusing on trying to get some hosting in here tonight. Because I want to get some... I want to get $100 for these charities. So I'm actually going to switch her into an outfit that I would normally not wear on stream for her. But I really like it. It's kind of like a rave outfit. So we're going to be rocking it out. All right, so let's go here. Let's go to costumes. Is it jacket? Yep. So she is not nude at all in this. I just want to make this perfectly clear. But this is like her party edition, and what's really amazing is it's the Made in Heaven tattoo. So this is her Halloween costume tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I did add on jump scares tonight, which I will be donating those proceeds to St. Jude's Play Live, and I'm gonna split them between St. Jude's Play Live and Autism Speaks. But the big one tonight, obviously they're both very important. But I'm doing Autism Speaks because tonight is blue, and it's called Blue Jack O' Lanterns. See, this guy's a dick fuck, right? So I get here, and he knows what's going on in there. He points for me to go in, knowing full on what events are about to transpire. Then he does this shit. Then he locks me in here. And that's his throat. Man, this game to this day, though. Oh boy. So I'm already in crit because that's just how it goes with this version. So I'm gonna see if I can pop off. I know, baby. I know you're hurt. Alright, we got 2 left here. That's what I needed. Just needed to stall him out for a sec. So he's already been a zombied. He's already zombified. That asshole's already a zombie. Get down! Sorry if I've shaken a little bit. It's because I'm on edge because my partner got me really good yesterday with a bunch of fucking jump scares, like real good. I also added in some really cool stuff tonight. You're gonna see hazmat zombies. There's a lot of cool things that I added in tonight. Since tonight is the night of costumes, I figured we'd make it happen. Technically, they're in Arclay right now, which is outskirts of Raccoon City. They're heading to Raccoon right now. So there are 3 different gas stations in Resident Evil. There's Stogla, Mizoil, and Toxigo. We just got to see Mizoil right there, but the truck driver got bit at a Toxigo, and then Stogla you see more in Resident Evil 3. There's actually a whole entire story arc that takes place in Stogla. You also get to see the Umbrella Hospital, Umbrella General Hospital. Oh, sorry, Raccoon City General Hospital, and you see that again in Outbreak. So what's amazing about Day of the Dead for me is it's where Shinji Mikami took a lot of his inspiration from. Like, admitted, he took a lot of his inspiration because it's basically a group of survivors, and they're outnumbered 300,000 to 1 by this point. So the U.S. government has pretty much put as much resource into putting people in an underground bunker to try to either domesticate or cure what's going on. So it's kind of like really like an end of the world type scenario. Leia, watch this. Hey, stop that. You know what we can do tonight also? You want us to bust out the no, we won't bust out the Leon statue. The Leon statue's actually up there. And I actually have every Resident Evil pop right below me. So still bothers me that Nemesis is only a 4-inch when the Hunter and the Tyrant are 6 inches. When the Nemesis is a Tyrant as well. And considering that, kind of like weird, considering that the hunters are human sized. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just trying to get as much information. So yeah, he had gotten bit and passed out. So hopefully he died, or at least was passed out before that event happened. But yeah, I'm trying to post this as much as I can in numerous different places tonight because I want to get some donations for Autism Speaks and St. Jude's Play Live. And my St. Jude's Play Live is actually going to be going a bit longer. Autism Speaks is only going. I'm trying to do it for the night for Halloween. So like right now, you're literally seeing Resident Evil 3. Like we're seeing Raccoon City. So, my God, look at this place. So you can see that Spec Ops was here, and they did not do well. There's a Lizzie. That's the first model ever for Resident Evil 2. So her name is Lizzie, in honor of Lizzie Borden. I know that tonight, there's going to be a lot of people out partying, so I figured if anybody jumps in, if I even make them like $1, I feel as if I've won a little bit for them. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. RPD. This is where Brad met his end in Resident Evil 3, and then you kill him officially and finally in Resident Evil 2. But as you can see, this was a tragedy, an immense tragedy, to the fact that, I mean, they were using this as place as a tree. They were using RPD as a last bastion of hope. We're gonna have some fun tonight, loves. So Elliot is mentioned in the original Resident Evil 2 as one of the cops that Chief Brian Irons was hunting down. Fucking Chief Brian Irons. And like I was saying, anybody that donates tonight, I've already all bits that I get for it as well. I will be giving to the two charities. I'm gonna split them down the middle, and I did do jump scares for those bits, and I don't do well with jump scares, so that's like kind of like a gift for you guys. And you will get a beta code for for Korg of the Dead, which is the demo that you see playing right there. And again, if you follow us on Project underscore Katana, you can see our amazing artist Lexi did do a second progression of our title screen today, and hopefully by tonight we will have our final boss. So we'll get to see some really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. This is the first time I've actually played this character. I've played as Claire in this outfit, but I figured it's Halloween, and I love the ink. It is not tactically savvy. So, we gotta suspend disbelief while we're playing this tonight. But look at those graphics. This game, man. This computer, my buddy Adam, who built this computer, whoo, he can build a rig. So, in Resident Evil 1.5, all these machines were Pepsi machines. I'm kind of like upset that we don't have Pepsi machines anymore. They were Pepsi machines at that point. So let me do a quick TikTok. I just want to let me drag this down. Hello, hello, my loves at TikTok. So tonight, in honor of autism awareness, I will be doing a charity stream. I'm trying to raise $100. So for everybody that actually donates, will get a beta copy of Korg of the Dead, which is the upcoming game that's coming out. So I'm gonna zoom in on my actual. You can just go to these websites and you can donate. And if you decide to watch the stream tonight, which is Project Katana, I've also installed jump scares. So you get to scare the crap out of me. And tonight I'm also using Claire in her really, really awesome outfit. So as you can see, I take all my streams very seriously. It's amazing tonight what's going on in here. You can see the studios being set up. You can see one of the stars of the channel, Leia, and this is the room. Again, we're going all out. Like tonight is very important, and autism awareness is crucial. All right, sorry guys. I wanted to make that video. I want to get people in here tonight. I want to get some donations for autism awareness. I want it to happen. So I'm going to do whatever I can to make it happen. Okay, hold on. Let me get. All I need to do is just get people into this channel tonight, and I know I can make at least $100 for autism awareness. So I am doing whatever I can. I got one person watching right now. Normally, I don't ever know who's watching, but tonight I'm making an exception. I got the viewer tab up. I am trying to get some people in here tonight. All right. Okay, so I set it up. Let's get it. Let's hope it syncs. We got no problems with it, and then we're gonna continue playing. God, this is it's a 60-second clip. That's why. Come on, baby. 51%. These 60-second videos always take a bit longer. I also installed the mod to make it look like the old Resident Evil, and then I also have my overlay that looks like the old Resident Evil on my OBS. We're at 66%, people. We're almost done. This is like one of those few times where I wish I was a bigger streamer. Every streamer is big, but I meant like somebody with like lots of followers and lots of donators because I want to. If I could make $100 for autism tonight, I would be. Oh my god, I would feel like. All right, so that's done. All right, we're back. We're back like a vertebrae, babies. All right. So what's kind of crazy is like this was again the last bastion of hope for Raccoon City, and as you can tell, people were staying here. People were until everything started to flood. It was oh what heart wrenching. And what's really cool is the men's bathroom is broken, is locked when you're playing as a female, and when you're playing as a male, the female one is locked. Look at this place. Look at this. See, this is my one thing. I would have stayed on my back. The meat on your back is way stronger. And also he's wearing a bulletproof vest. Like, that's kind of crazy that they were actually able to bite through Kevlar. But again, gotta suspend disbelief. I mean, that poor fucking guy. And that's a bad death because you're feeling that. You don't go into shock for a little bit. And also, my theory is that those were not actually there to blockade. I think those were there as a security measure for art theft. If people were actually stealing or trying to steal art, I think that's why the shutdown method was actually there. I think it was just convenient when it was in 1969 when this became RPD. Oh boy. Yeah, they do a lot more damage. I got you, babe. I got you. I got you, babe. Hoping for a crit. That's the best we're gonna get out of that. I remember she was raised by Chris, who was basically a survivalist. They're not supposed to be dodging. They have no motor. They have no high brain function left. I saw a dodge just and that was not supposed to happen, but it's okay. I'm not gonna. So yeah, this is like one of the few times where you'll see me have Claire wear something like this because it is Halloween. Normally I have her in full tack gear, but I figured, anybody that can get into the channel right now because of this donation of trying to get some donation going for Twitch. It's for Autism Speaks. And plus, I love her ink. That ink kind of reminds me of if anybody's ever seen Crow City of Angels. I actually have a large angel wing on my back as well. So there he is, Lieutenant Marvin, who actually lives all the way to the end, pretty much in Resident Evil 1.5 until it was canceled. And this one, he took a really bad bite to the abdomen at the end of Outbreak File 2, Desperate Times. They look the same. Actually, we technically don't know what he really looks like in this engine. We know what he looks like in Resident Evil 7's version of him, but that took place fucking 20 years later, where he's mostly looks emaciated. That is a bad. If you look when they zoom in, you can actually see his bone protruding. Hey, what's up, hustler? How you doing, bud? Figured I'd swap it up tonight, get a little horror game going, because I'm trying to do some charity right now for Autism Speaks and St. Jude Play Live. Plus, you always hear me talking about Resident Evil. Shenmue and Resident Evil are my two favorite games right down the middle. They're both my children. But technically, the Resident Evil Stars tattoo was the first tattoo I ever got. That tattoo is almost 20 years old. And I do have the Phoenix and the mirror. I do have the Phoenix and the dragon from the Phoenix and the dragon mirror on my back as well. So yeah. So normally this is kind of like a rare thing tonight because you will normally never see me have Claire dressed like this. So this is what I'm dressing her as in her Halloween costume. And I'm going to be swapping through. So we'll play as this one. Now watch this. Let me show this to Hustler since he's one of my favorites. I love when he comes into the streams. So I've got that one. We also have Bad Cop, which we can play as a little bit. So we'll do Bad Cop for a little bit now. This is kind of an homage to Resident Evil 3 Jill costume. So we'll play as this for a little bit, and then I'm gonna. And I have some other surprises in here as well that I added in for this event tonight. All you got to do is click on the link where it shows Blue Jack O' Lantern. Just copy and paste that right in, and you can donate any amount that you want. There's two different charities you could choose from. I've got St. Jude's Play Live, which is going to be one that's going to be running a lot longer, and then tonight is Blue Jack O' Lanterns because, like I've said to a lot of people, Blue jack-o'-lanterns represent kids with autism that are nonverbal. So when they knock at your door and they can't speak to you because they're nonverbal, the blue jack-o'-lantern represents that. So yeah, tonight the blue jack-o'-lantern one is the. Just do the. You could do either one. I would do the top one personally because it's a limited one. Hold on one sec, guys. I'll be right back, hustler. Sorry, the pizza guy's here. Right back. Relax. Guys. You guys are loud for no reason. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, just right in the on the go. Wait, did you? Oh shit! That's why you can't see it. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Refresh now, hustler. I put it in the wrong one. Here you go, bud. Sorry about that, everyone. Thank God Hustler said something, or else I would have never even noticed. So yeah, so we're gonna be playing. We're gonna be swapping through costumes tonight. We're gonna do Bad Officer for a little bit, and I also added in some special treats. What makes this scene amazing is this is pretty much picture for picture of what the room looked like, except for this, which is the memoriam for anybody for any RPD officer that dies in the line of duty. That was actually in the center here, and we had no chairs. But this is pretty close. There used to be a desk here, and then a most wanted sign here, and that's the Daily Raccoon. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know, Hustle. Yeah, yeah. And then I can't wait. He's gonna be playing Shenmue again with me soon. So this game had something like 192 different producers on it. So I'm really going to try to activate as much as the stuff because I want you to see. We're also running this on full spec while streaming it. This is being run on 3400 by 1440p full spec. So you're going to see like some stuff like this right now, for instance. And the eyes glassed over. So I'm going to try to like activate everything for you. So if you notice, he is impaled on a pipe. We can bang into him. And we're going to have a little bit of fun. Oh, so that is the damage. So let me explain something really quick about this facility. This was originally RPD was a museum. So it was built to withstand breaches, thefts, hurricanes, acts of God. So a lot of this underground stuff is meant to be very tough. That is a claw mark from a liquor. You can see the dynamic shadowing right there for the caution sign. And yes, anybody that donates, I will be giving a free beta copy of Korg of the Dead. And I just want to get some people, like, I want kids with autism have been so misunderstood, and some of them are so brilliant. Like, Einstein was high functioning autistic. Like, there is it's been so misunderstood, and we're finally starting to understand that it's not a hindrance. They perceive the world differently than us. So I'm going to show you some really cool effects. So, as you can tell, I just peeled back her muffin cap. Now we're going to pop a leg, pop another leg, and then we're going to go right across. They did an amazing job on this game. And we've had some really, like, all these are all mods. Like, people actually modded this game to add in stuff. So now this room was totally different. Yes, there is, the map up here. But we did have the chairs, which were amazing. This is where everybody sat, except they were more lined up differently. And then back here, there used to be a room. And in that room was where like you do like a certain puzzle. There's also a missing child. I'm always try to light this up so you can see. Lost child. Her name is, I believe she's Carly Blair, and that's Marvin Burnett, Officer of the Month. There's so many like little homages in here. Um, I wish Capcom would have thrown some weight at Pepsi or Coke and got them to put Pepsi and Coke machines in this, because Capcom is huge. I mean, Monster Hunter alone keeps them flushed. So I really wish we would have gotten some of the original Resident Evil 1.5 vending machines. Well, let me just grab a slice of this. We're gonna be at this for a while tonight, so I gotta make sure I'm. Hold on, let me get some napkins. That's a brand new Razer controller. So it's crazy. Hustle has usually only seen me play Shenmue. He's one of my buddies from Ireland. MC. Oh, awesome! I gotta read that. Yeah, one of my mom's best friends' grandkid is autistic, and then my best friend, his girlfriend, who's his fiance, her brother's kid is Savant syndrome autistic. The kid is 5 and already memorized the periodic table. He's 5 and he reads at a 5th grade reading level already. Hold on one sec, my love. This is probably the first time that Hustle has seen me play something besides besides Shenmue. All right, so we're gonna keep going. So as you can see, all these guys have hitboxes. This kind of goes back to the primordial aspect of a human needing to replenish itself. At this point, we don't know what type of zombification Shinji has put into this mind. All we know is that they're reanimated. Now, if we're following the laws of like dead, like Night of the Living Dead type theories, it could suggest that they do reanimate. The disease does destroy the hypothalamus, which renders the body pretty much dead, which wouldn't require any sustenance, meaning that it wouldn't need to breathe. But what's always present in anything is the need to feed. Maybe that's why they eat or try to eat us, because that's stuck in their DNA forever. Yeah, it is. It's also an amazing blessing. Did you hear we have the first in the state of Florida, um, the first lawyer to pass the bar, and she is a lawyer now in the state of Florida. I can't say the word suffers, is autistic, and I don't think she'll ever be a trial lawyer, but she's got Savant syndrome, and she is the first lawyer to pass the bar, an autistic lawyer. So it's happening, man. Sorry about eating. If I don't eat, Hustle will tell you that I get very tired. Plus, during streams, I don't stop talking. So this is totally new. The weapons depot is actually not here. It was downstairs where it would be. The armory would be downstairs when people were rolling out, which would be in the garage where all the cars were. But it's down here. So this is Bad Cop. So let's show you what else since Hustle is in here with me. You know what I was gonna be nice just now, but since you're always a fuck shit when you come in here, I'm not gonna show this to you. You know what? There you go, my love. It's right in the title. Here, I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Here, I'm just gonna copy it right here. Here you go. Because I don't want people not to be able to utilize it. Here you go. Here's the link. Thank you, sweetheart. So Alpha is my oldest mod, and he knows for a fact that normally he would never see me have Claire like this. But being tonight is Halloween, I decided to go all out. Literally, no pun intended, and I put on some of the more provocative mods for her tonight. It's not something I normally do, but we're doing it. And this is where he makes fun of me for my terrible aim. Look at that. Look at that shot, though. Peel back that muffin cap, boo. Yeah, bitch. So, Alpha, get this, right? Last night, I was supposed to get you, meaning Uncivil Alpha. The guy apparently is a pretty big artist. Big enough where he said he needed one more day because he's getting ready for a Comic-Con. So, hopefully today. Oh, thank you so much, Alpha. What would I do without him? He's literally like my lifesaver. Like I said, we've never even met in person, and he's getting like up there as like one of my closest friends. No matter what, no matter how bad my day is, how bad my back is, no matter how bad his day is, he can be in the most excruciating pain from moving 1,000-pound beds, and he'll come in here, he'll check on me, and yeah. And he knows if I'm trying to do something for charity, I'm trying. So, I'm really, really trying. So yeah, so last night I'm so excited because I'm waiting for the bear for Uncivil Alpha to be sent to me because it was supposed to be on the 30th. And I get a message from Fiverr and I see order dispute and I'm like, fuck, what do you mean order dispute? That's scary as shit. Like, it's been like 6 days. So he writes me and he goes, I'm getting ready for a comic convention. I need one more day. So then I asked him, well, could I at least have a still of Uncivil Alpha so I can show it off? And he said he was going to send it, but he never did. So hopefully we'll get something tonight. And I also, just to catch him up, so whenever Alpha gets in here, just like when Hustler gets in, I get really excited. I also drafted the first storyboard has been drafted. I spoke with Lexi. It's all been drafted out, and once she finishes the title page, she's gonna do our first official storyline. Storyboard's coming out, so that's a big thing. We're on our way, buddy. We're on our way. We're getting that done. And Alpha always like makes jokes about me being autistic. I am very small on the spectrum of it as well. I've got a weird I've got a weird memory that's unique, and I do get upset at certain things. Certain things do trigger me. So, and having a friend like Alpha's good because it really, you learn not to take things seriously for no reason when you have a friend like Alpha. Like, life is such a rare and limited thing. So, you know, I've gotten a bit less sensitive. But yeah, my parents have said they had never tested me because in the 80s they weren't testing for it. But I'm probably on the spectrum from what my parents said, but very limited. But yeah, growing up with ADD and ADHD, I was treated terribly in school. Um, the teachers thought I was stupid. They would never help me. I remember, I never forgot this. When I was in third grade, there was a teacher named Mr. Miller, and I was a beta test, pretty much. I was a beta tester for Ritalin. And Ritalin, which is supposed to calm you down, or I don't know what the fuck it does. Whatever it did, it had the adverse effect, and it was making me fall asleep in class. And he thought I was like ignoring him. I was in third grade, and he used to grab me by my ear and drag me out of the office. So, like, I never learned to read and converse using standardized teaching. Luckily for me, my mother is a Columbia graduate, and her degree is in remedial reading and testing. My mother taught me to read by the time I was like 8. I was reading at like a 16 year old level because she taught me, because these teachers wouldn't help me. And she says to this day, if I was born 20 years later, I would have, I probably would have been in like an Ivy League school, but nobody cared about kids like me in public schools. And they had me in private school for a little bit, but even the private schools, because it was private Jewish schools, they weren't even focusing. So kids nowadays, I'm not saying it's lucky to be autistic, no way, shape, or form, but at least there's more acknowledgement on it. And yeah, she taught me math, and then my dad wanted me to take martial arts. So in order for me to get out of the house and do sports and play martial arts and take martial arts, he would make deals with me where he'd let me play video games. So my parents were both educators, so they used their skills as educators. Yes, mother is a name for God on the lips and hearts of all children. Me and my mother are we love each other to death, but we're both we're like yin and yang. But without her, I would have probably never survived. She would literally, and I had severe allergies growing up. So, like, I used to have to go to the allergist. And basically, back in the 80s, and I don't know if anybody ever had allergies like me. So, back in the 80s, to test for allergies, they would poke you with a needle, hundreds of them on each of your arm for, like, different things. And if it bubbled up, you were allergic. So, imagine being 8 years old. I was 8 years old when they started testing me for it. So, when I used to have to go to get them, my mom would take off work and go with me and sit with me, and she would read comic books to me and teach me how to read and teach me math, and it would misdirect me from the pain. And that's when I started getting, so my parents did what, did wonders with me. And I'm not the smartest in my family by far. My two sisters are fucking like geniuses. My parents are both in Mensa. Like, my little sister, my middle sister, Devra, literally taught herself how to play chess when she was like 4. And just absolutely brilliant. My dad and my mom are absolutely brilliant. I'm smart in different ways. Actually, I don't think I'm that smart. I think I'm just really good at talking with people. But yeah, my dad's like always like saying, you're smart, because their job is to reinforce it. I think I have a way of being passionate about things. And I'm a decent writer, and I'm creative. I can't draw for shit, but I can write. I've got terrible penmanship. I'm terrible at typing, but my mind is weird. Like, I come up with ideas. And that's why I love streaming so much. because I can't fight anymore. I'll say this about myself. I was a really good fighter. I really understood jiu-jitsu. For some reason, it just clicked with me, and I was able to do it. And I did it when my instructor for like the first 3 years was like, "You're too fat. I don't want you here." He got me to try to get me to quit every day for like 3 years. What do you mean, Twitch? What do you mean? What are their Twitch channels like? I don't understand. I had to wake her up, guys. Alpha's seen me play this game way too much. But it's Halloween, so why not play it? Actually, I got a cool costume for Alpha since I think he likes... I think he's into, like, anime and stuff. Let me do something for him. I didn't even know who this was, but I downloaded her because everybody said it was cool. Here you go. What are my family's Twitch? My mom and dad don't have Twitch channels. My mom and my dad are in their 70s. I don't know who she is, guys, but she looks cool, huh? I don't... Wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. But this is like... I don't think it's hard to do this. You know, I think streaming is just being comfortable enough with yourself to let people see you as you. Like, this is me all the time. And granted, like, when I'm having a bad day... Granted, like, when I'm having a bad day, I'll message Alpha and I'll say, this is fucked up, and... Okay, so we're going to talk about this, because I was literally the first person to talk about this, and I've had bigger streamers now who have commented on this, and Alpha's heard this a million times. So, the events of Resident Evil 3 take place 2 hours before and 2 hours after the events of Resident Evil 2. So, during the events of Resident Evil 3, Jill is fighting the Nemesis in this building. So, I believe that this is them foreshadowing that we're going to see a Nemesis battle. Because Claire Redfield is 5'5". This hole has to be... yeah, I didn't get it. I'm sorry. I told you not that smart. So, I'm thinking that Jill was fighting the Nemesis in here, and his ass landed here, they fought here, and then he actually punched and made this hole. And if I'm right, I was the first one because I played this before anybody else got it except for the people at Capcom. So I'm hoping I'm right, because that would be awesome if I was actually right about that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to make it awkward for you. Yeah, my parents are really smart. It's crazy. What the I forgot that was going to happen. Here, let me switch back for, what is this one? Oh, that's just her, that's our... You can make whatever jokes you want in here, buddy. You're part of the Corgi family. Let's see. We'll put this one back up for Alpha. Wait, hold on. What's this? Oh, cool. They just said polls are now available on my dashboard. I don't know what that means, but that's cool. Cool beans. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. And you'll be getting a free beta code. And you know what? I'll also get you, fuck it. Since you're the first donator, when the game comes out, let me know what platform you want it on, and I'll get you a free copy of the game as well. Thank you so much for donating. Okay, I kind of don't want to go in here. It doesn't matter if it's a big or small donation. It could have been a quarter. Whatever I can get for this for kids that deserve more of a chance. Okay, so we're going to talk about... Poor Alpha's heard this like a million times. All right. So, in Resident Evil 4, a lot of people don't know that Resident Evil 4 actually was redone and changed just like Resident Evil 2 was. It was canceled at a very late stage in the game. So in Resident Evil 4, the initial idea was think of Luigi's Mansion, but Leon S. Kennedy in it. So Leon is working for the government and he goes into essentially a haunted house and he gets infected by some sort of like virus that's like kind of like a ghost virus. So these little Harlequins are like the things that are attacking him in the game. So I love that homage. No, man, you're getting a copy of the game. It doesn't matter. That's where people don't realize. It doesn't matter how much you donate. The fact that you donated. I have no problem giving away a copy of a game for somebody that donated. Especially you're my first one. So I get to go to them tomorrow and say, hey, I made you this. And that's huge. And I didn't send it out I didn't link it on their Discord. I didn't try to DM them directly. I just want kids with autism to get to, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I really hope Harlock doesn't come in here tonight. I love him, but I have jump scares set up here. And he fucked me real good yesterday with those jump scares. Yes, sir. It's not even remastered. This is a totally reimagining. This is them adding in. This is them taking aspects of Resident Evil 1.5 and this is basically like, if I want to compare it, it's not even Resident Evil 2 anymore. It's called Resident Evil 2, but it's Resident Evil 2 100% redone. Because the original Resident Evil 2 came out in 1998 on PlayStation 1. So this is 100% redone. New aspects to the storyline. Yeah, yeah. The storyline obviously is very very closely based, obviously. But it's graphically, we're looking at a world of a difference. And and I'm really hoping that now that we know the engine's done and it works, the RE engine, that after a project, whatever the hell it's called, Project Resistance comes out, they might do Resident Evil 3, because that was the beta test that I did that I told you guys about. I actually got into the beta for Project Resistance. Project Resistance is basically Dead by Daylight with Resident Evil lore. Ooh, got him. See, Alpha hates on me, man. That was a headshot, baby. Fuck, he's getting up. Oh, shit. Yeah, I was away from that hitbox, though. And this game requires one hell of a computer to run, man. And remember, I'm also streaming it in 1080p. And I'm playing it at 3400 by 1400p. Woo! They also take a lot... Oh, shit, I activated him. Still to this day, one of my favorite Resident Evils is Resident Evil Code Veronica on Dreamcast. Oh shit, I don't think I've ever shown you this. Speaking of awesome things that I found when I was visiting my house in South Florida, dude, I found, this is so rare, I found my original Dreamcast Code Veronica Special Edition from Japan. That comes with this sleeve. Look at this fucking thing. Oh. Excuse me. Hold on one sec, guys. All right. Hold on. I keep on forgetting that when I'm on PC, Wait, actual like bass fishing in real life or like bass fishing a video game? Because both sound awesome. But yeah, man, you should play Code Veronica. Code Veronica is such a beautiful Resident Evil. That sounds amazing, though. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be, video games and kids, especially if you're playing violent video games. Your wife can be like, dude, what are you doing? We have kids. No, I get it. Well, now you're back, buddy. And we're playing Shenmue together. Hopefully you'll be able to like really play Shenmue so you can be watching the stream and playing Shenmue with me at the same time. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Alpha. Look at that aim, man. Like, Alpha questions my aim. Did you see that shit? I'm headshotting all day. I'm not gonna miss with this thing. Yeah. They get stronger as they grow, too. I can't believe we're actually having this conversation. So I'm actually wearing this outfit in honor of Alpha. Because I figured, you know what? If he's going to watch me play a game that he hates. I mean, look what it says. It says, sweet dreams are made of these. It's literally a shirt about candy. What perfect thing for Halloween. So again, Hustler, thank you so much for the donation. I don't care what you say. I will be sending you a free copy of Korg of the Dead once it comes out. See, this is where the demo officially ended. And I must have played the demo a million times. I just kept on making accounts because it was a timed and limited demo. Dude, look at that. You can see the bone protruding on him. Alpha, wasn't it your idea for me to do a coming soon and Korg of the Dead title? I swear that was your idea. Did you see how'd I do? I had Lexi do the Korg of the Dead and made it transparent, and I found a GIF for Korg of the Dead for the coming soon. It looks pretty good, right? Pretty decent, I think. Oh shit, we're gonna need this. Oh, let me throw this away. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, I was kind of upset at the dude, at the animator, because I really wanted to just see you as the boss. But then I thought to myself, I gotta just like let him work on it, because if I rush him, he could be like, you know what, just cancel the order, or if I like, say no, he could just be like, I could do like a crappy job. I don't know the guy. The guy, I haven't really spoke with him that much. So I don't know what type of guy he is, and I really didn't want to upset him. So I just said, "It's fine. Get it to me when you can." As in today, because he only asked for 1 day extension. So, but I really wanted to let you see what you look like. At least send me the still. Like, you could send me like a still image, I'd imagine. But again, I wasn't gonna make a fuss. So we're gonna talk about this. So in Resident Evil 2, 1.5 starts out with Leon missing pretty much the last helicopter out of Saigon. In Resident Evil 2, when it actually came out, there's a cop on the roof trying to escape. And this is actually, I believe, and the Capcom community manager disagrees with me, but I think I'm right, because I think I know more than her about Resident Evil. Actually, I know I do. She has handbooks and shit. I've been studying it since 1996. Um, I think personally that this was the STARS helicopter, and this guy was trying to get whoever he could off the roof, because pretty much there were no STARS members left. Jill was nowhere to be seen. Chris was gone. Claire wasn't a thing. Barry was in Europe. There wasn't a whole lot of STARS left. I mean, after the events of Resident Evil 1, you had Barry, Chris, Jill, and Rebecca. That's it. So the cinema is kind of crazy, because it shows a cop on a roof being attacked by zombies. It's the only time you ever see an MP5 in the actual game, but it's not playable. Then he shoots the cop accidentally because he gets tackled. But what kind of sucks about this is we actually never see how he crashes. I really wish we would have gotten to see that. But it is what it is. I know we can't always get everything, but I kind of would have liked to see those events, fold out. But again, but this part sucks. So thank God he's dead at this point, because that would be not a good death at all. They did such a good job on the water effects. By the way, there are mods to play as her totally naked. I just don't want to get banned from Twitch. You can like literally make her totally naked in this game. They've modded it. They just rang the dinner bell, baby. Damn, this game is gorgeous. I gotta help him out a little bit. Oh shit, poor Marvin. Oh shit. Wait, where's the... I never waste anything in this game. You'll never see me drop something I know I can use. Even if I have to backtrack a bit. Yeah, that was Alpha's idea a couple days ago when he was like, put something up so people know that it's like an actual game and not just like a random cinema. So I had Lexi today make a Korg of the Dead, purple and green, and then I did the coming soon myself, which was just finding a GIF and doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna drop off. Um, have a little fun tonight. That's a good point, except for me because I'm beautiful. No, he comes up with he helped me make he made my Discord. He's like, "Do you have a Discord?" I was like, "What's that? Like, how do I do that?" Like he moderates my Discord. He literally came up with the idea. He was the one that let me know that I couldn't use that I didn't even think about it that I can't use the name Leia and Yoda in a video game. So I had to change their names to Laya and Ayod. So Leia and Ayod. So initially the idea was we were going to name a level after him. And then I thought, nope, I'm going to make him the final boss. And he's literally the final boss in Korg of the Dead. And I'm really kind of fucking pissed off that I don't have that yet. Like, I just want it. Like, I need to show it to him. I keep on checking my Fiverr. Because, like, I'm supposed to get, like, a random email that says that I have a message from him. And I have yet to get that. I still have not gotten it yet. I guess technically he has till 11:59 tonight, right? But oh, I also found out Alpha Harlock is gonna do the zombie attacks by himself. So that leaves me with room to do more to do the super moves that I already sent over to the animator as well. And I'm also having him do an animation for Corky because Corky's gonna be in the game. So we're working on it, and I still have nothing from Fiverr. Oh, 1 second. Oh my God! Are you seeing Terminator this weekend? Alpha? Or are you waiting? Damn, I'm so good at this game. See that aim? You're like Mike. Do you get anxiety going to movies early? Is that why? Mike gets really bad anxiety. Oh shit. The fuck did he come from? Let's just. Oh, you know that guy's hungry. Woo! You saw that? Man! Just too good at this bloody game. Yeah, so you. I got you. That's the same thing with Mike. Shit. Where the fuck are all you fuckers coming from? Oh man, you know this guy's hungry. I know, baby, you're hurt. I know. Gotta check on Marvin. Yeah, the last time Alpha Mike went to an opening was Avengers Endgame, and he had to walk out. He literally walked out the last 20 minutes into the movie because he was having a panic attack. Yeah. So, like, he called me after and he's like, "Can you tell me about the ending?" I'm like, "I don't want to ruin that for you." But he asked. So, I added those in, by the way, through a mod. I added in the hazmat suit zombies. You only see them, I think, once. Actually, I don't even think you see them ever. I added them in through modding. All right, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's give you some. Let's give you some bad cop. Or no, we'll give you some. Oh boy, man, that zombie got a butt though. Yeah, I felt so bad for him when he told me that. I think it happened to him during Ready Player One as well. He had to leave during Ready Player One. Shit, she's like right there. There we go. Let's go. Oh shit, he's still alive. Hi, pup. I forgot what's in this office. Not this office. Oh, right, I get to finally discard this. There we go. Alright, that key's done. I love this. Welcome, Leon. This is where his party was going to be. And there's a mod that makes it say, "You suck, Leon." All right. So I'm going to show you the other hole. That's what she said. So we're going to second floor, and I want to show you something else. This is how I know that the Nemesis battle is going to take place in this RPD. Because, let me show you this. Let me discard this. Okay, so first, hold on. Go here, do this. Alright, so watch this. Actually, let me get this first. Okay, so we're going to grab this because this is going to give us another key. Alright, so let me show you guys something. Since this was actually built initially, and Raccoon City is old, like in the 1800s old. It is an old town. It is an old city. Where the hell did that hole come from? Look at that. It couldn't have came from Mr. X because Mr. X isn't here yet. Mr. X gets dropped in later. So we're going to see Claire. I mean, we're going to see Jill fucking fight the Nemesis here because that is he fucking punched or TE other hole. Lols. Remember that style we discussed yesterday, Hustler? White Swallow style? Oh, fuck you! I think I handled that quite well. Haven't been practicing the white swallow style. Keep on talking to Yagamishi-san. Every time you see him in the park, talk to him. Okay, that took two rocket launch. Oh, look. First off, look at the water effects. That is amazing. Oh, Star's office. Oh, they exist, Alpha. I just don't want to get banned. All right. So, this office was changed a lot. And what's always bothered me about the new office is, first off, there are two captains in Special Tactics and Rescue Service. There was Enrico, and there was Albert Wesker. So this is Wesker's office, but where's Enrico's? Secondly, this is the whole entire Alpha and Bravo team, but you used to be able to actually click on it and see everyone. They took that away for some reason. So this office never existed. It was actually over here. This is Barry's desk right here. And with the now with the sign of the times, it used to be if you clicked on this, it would say it looked like this. It looked like the person that owned this desk was a member of the NRA. We don't see that anymore. The Made in Heaven jacket, which is the alternate costume from Resident Evil 1. What makes this awesome is Made in Heaven is, since Shinji Mikami was a big Queen fan, that's the name of an album, Made in Heaven. Same with the song Let Me Live. This used to actually be a picture of not a golden retriever, but of Jill's boyfriend, and that's her beret from Resident Evil 1. This is Chris's desk, and then she actually makes fun of Chris in this, but they took that away as well. So they did omit some stuff from here. This is Rebecca Chambers' desk, and this is like you can find like a hell spray here. And when you start out in Resident Evil 3, this actually wasn't destroyed. This actually was intact, because this is their comm room. And this is where the cabinet used to be with the shotgun. So there's a lot of stuff in here that they changed, but they made it better. They also changed stuff around, which I get, sign of the times, it's going to happen. But I was able to still have the music, because this is my favorite music in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Lexi in here. Lexi is our amazing concept artist and co-writer with me for Korg of the Dead. So, You have her to thank for if anybody that's been following me on Project underscore Katana, you'll see her art on there. I've been posting it in our Discord. She's also going to be streaming soon herself, and I might actually tap Alpha to help her get set up, and I'll sort Alpha out on my side with with something, even though he's very difficult to get stuff for, because we want her to start, moving into, affiliation, and then she'll be a partner way before I will. But yeah, she's our concept artist. So further down the line, if you guys are going to need banners, emotes, you can see how amazing her stuff is, and you can request her work. She's going to be with us for the next 3-4 months, maybe probably longer, 5-6 months, because me and her are doing 7 pages for the storyboards, and she's doing the title page. So let me give you a shout out for her. She does, so we'll get, maybe if we do a shout out for her. Thank you! That's why, there you go, see? As I said, if you ever want to make it as a streamer, find a really good friend, make sure he's way smarter than you, and have him be your main admin. That's Alpha. And he's not even, modest about it. He knows it. So, yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff in here. I hated the original. I hated the remake soundtrack music, so you could literally pay money and get the original sound back, which is exactly what I did. But, yeah, look at the asses on these computers. These computers have tushes. It's like a rap video over there. Look at that butt. All ass. And we got a printer over here. Look at this shit. You are modest. You're an uncivil alpha genius. Ha, see what I did there? You are welcome, world. But yeah, Alpha, so she's going to be doing a lot of her drawing. So maybe you guys can discuss camera positioning. Do you maybe a dual camera setup where you could see her drawing and see her face, or maybe a single camera setup? She has a 920 already, so I'm sure you guys can discuss. But maybe if we push her enough, she'll start streaming. I should pick this up since I'm here. Oh, damn, it's squiggled out. That's cool. Let me look at that one more time. Huh? That was a fish, right? That looks like a fish. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm so bright you should call me Sunny. What's Baru? Because it sounds... Oh, son of a bitch, that scared the fuck out of me. Fuck you, asshole. Oh, God, that made me pee. Ooh, I didn't think he was going to be, right there. Oh, fuck you, guy. And you know what? Fuck you, too. Just for you conveniently being there. Oh got me bad. Oh, it made me pee a little bit. His no-armed ass. Oh, my God. We're fine. I'm good. You're good. God, Lord, that got me. Whoo! Let me check on Marvin. Marvin, you good, homie? Man, look at that laptop. That laptop is all butt. Oh, very cool. I'd ask, did you take pictures, but then that would be you taking pictures of random kids that are coming to your house for trick or treat. All the kids here go to like Sanford Mall and they do like a whole thing where all the stores stay open later and hand out candy. So we rarely get trick or treaters here. And wherever we do, I just give them like quarters and stuff. I usually have like a jar of quarters. Awesome. That's how you know that our generation is getting there. What's wrong with giving them quarters? Why you hating? What wrong with them quarters, though? Eat this quarter, you little bastard. When I was your age, Frankfurters used to cost a nickel. Do you get trick-or-treaters by you, Alpha, or no? Yeah, well, I'm in a townhome community, so basically an apartment that you own, and we sometimes get them. That's not true. I think I maybe got one trick-or-treater one year. And I've lived here, it'll be actually, it's 2 year, I lived here 2 years, October 18th. It's my second year living here. That was funny. Eat this quarter, you little bastard. Wow. You ugly. Teach him how to Dougie. Oh god, I've been watching too many fucking TikTok videos. Oh no. Marvin is not doing well, my loves. He is. He's at death's door. So last night on TikTok, since we lost John Witherspoon and Friday is my favorite movie, I was doing Friday quotes all on TikTok yesterday. Boy, how come every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in the goddamn refrigerator, eating up all the food, all the chitlins, all the pig's feet, all the collard greens, all the hog maws. I like some of them chitlins. I like pig's feet. Boy, what are you doing? Throwing this away. We ain't even got no milk. You better put some water on that damn shit. Use water. It won't hurt. Told him to use water on his Captain Crunch. You know how gross that would taste? Use water. It won't hurt. Oh my god. Pop's tripping, dog. Want me to ask for my bike back. You know I wouldn't trip. What bike? The beach cruiser. The one I let you borrow a few weeks ago. The one I've been asking you about. Oh, that bike. I didn't know you wanted it back, homie. He uppercutted the shit out of him. My favorite line is from Pops in that, where he goes, "You kids today are nothing but a bunch of punks. Pussy fighters. So quick to pick up a gun. When I was your age, this is all we needed. You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day." Boondocks was amazing also. But I can't quote stuff in Boondocks. I can't. I can quote stuff in Friday. I can't quote stuff in Boondocks. Because one of my favorite lines in Boondocks has a bad word in it, which I would never say. He think he the macaroni. Boondocks is so good. Don't go in the bathroom for about 35, 45 minutes. Somebody open up a window. You call that game? In the goddamn refrigerator. Alright, yeah. Riley, hey granddad, if you don't fight that old man, I won't think you're a bitch. I will. Well, Riley will, but I won't. Boy, you come straight out of a comic book. Hey, Chuckles. Oh man, headshot. Oh shit. You know what? I was trying to be nice and give you like that fancy ass death. Now you're getting one of these. Making me use my. I got reverse vitiligo. It's like the same thing as like Michael Jackson had, but different. Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus tries to join the cops, joins the cops, and gets beat up by the cops. How'd that one grab you there, Chuckles? Man, sit your ass down. See, I got mind control over Debo. He be like, shut the fuck up. I'll be quiet. But when he leave, I'll be talking again. What happened, man? What are you doing off today? Got fired. How the hell are you gonna get fired? They said I was stealing boxes. What the hell are you stealing boxes for? You trying to build a clubhouse? How the hell are you gonna get fired on your day off? How you gonna smell? How you gonna sell bud when you smoke it? I know. That's my only problem. Where he goes, Smokey, what you doing back there, Smokey? Ezel, get out of here, man. Smokey, I ain't the smartest man in the world, but it looks like to me you taking a shit. Ezel. Smokey, you eating cone, ain't you? Ezel, man, don't tell nobody, Ezel. Don't tell no, no, I won't. Hey, Smokey back here taking a shit. Ezel, well, I ain't gonna tell nobody else. Lada. Man, I fucking love Friday. I know, man. Boondocks was such a great show. Oh, shit. Hold on. Got bit in the ass today, son, by a dirty ass stinky dog. I was like, doggy, please don't bite me, dog. Dog, grab my ass. See, I told you. Man, you ain't tell me shit. Now get on the porch with all that damn noise. Man, that whole movie is just amazing. He steals Red's chain. Why you tripping, Debo? Shut up, I'll knock your ass out. Man, my grandmama gave me that chain. Goes over to fucking, goes over to Smokey, starts frisking him like he's the cops looking for his beeper. Pops tripping dog want me to ask for my bike back. You know I wouldn't trip. Oh my god, Alpha, were you Hustler was in here yesterday. Fucking Harlock got me so bad with all these scream scares yesterday because I forgot I had them installed. But now I'm ready for them. I was watching my Shenmue trailer when he did one. Dude, where is my fucking... Alright, where is my shit from this fucking guy already? I've been very nice. I've been patient. Where is my stuff? I want it, guys. I want my Fiverr stuff. Hope he didn't, like, update and said he needed, like, an extra day. Let me see. Hold on. He must be hustling on it because I have not. I hope it's done today. And he's like one of the top rated guys on Fiverr. So. And if it turns out good, I'm going to give him more business. Oh, shit. Oops. My bad. I'm trying to get as much hosting as I can right now so I can talk more about this charity when people jump in. Oh, no. You're getting... Oh, man, you're getting pretty far into Disc 1, man. But don't forget, you got to keep on going over to Yagamichi-san so he teaches you that move. Hey, can you send me a picture of where you're at right now? Oh no, my friend is about to go nuts. They just released. They got new Terminator. Hold on one sec. I gotta look this up. One sec, guys. I might go to PAX one year. TwitchCon was great. So, all right. Okay, what can we get rid of? Just in case. Oh, this scene, guys. Here it comes. Oh, here it comes. Let's change costumes for this. They did such a good job. Look at the oh my god, this game. Yeah, bitch. Hasta lasagna. Don't get any on ya. Oh, I know you're waiting. I know you're waiting. You wait for those bad boys to pop out. That's an understatement. Well, it's something. Alpha, how's it looking, by the way? Any slowdown? Anything? 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 Or is we good? Awesome. Look at that tuchus. This piece of shit. She's so amazing. hell's that coming from? Fuck. Woo! It killed all the dogs. So, for anybody that is into true crime or anything like that, this right here, this image you see to the left of this girl, that is actually the case of the Black Dahlia. That was the woman in her 20s that was found with her body cut in half into quarters and her face eviscerated. So, yeah, that was called the Black Dahlia case. I don't know why Capcom put it in there, but it's there. And that is, if you're into true crime, Google Black Dahlia, and you can see that's the exact face of her right there. And it's unsolved. We never know. We never knew who ended up doing it. It is 100% unsolved case. There were rumors that it was like a wealthy family that pretty much let them do it. I can't leave you like that. There you go. Oh wow, there's blood here too. Jesus. What the fuck? You heard that, right? Fuck, there's another one. He's probably pissed I killed his cousin. All right, so this is direct from Resident Evil 1.5. This is the shooting range that was taken out of Resident Evil 2 and added back into Resident Evil 2, but initially it was in Resident Evil 2 in aka 1.5. So I'm glad that we finally got to see a shooting range because it would make no sense that there wouldn't be a shooting range in a police station. There's also bathrooms, which there is finally bathrooms. There wasn't bathrooms before. So we're probably going to go maybe another like maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Remember, tonight's my long night, so I've got Singapore and Australia. But I was happy that I made a little bit tonight for my charity. I mean, I understand I'm not the biggest streamer, So to make anything, I feel like I really did them a justice. And I just want to thank Hustle again for the donation. It was highly appreciated. So yeah, we'll go find a save point, and then I'm gonna call it because I gotta start. I gotta catch up on Singapore and on Australia. And remember, the campaign is still going, so up until 9 o'clock, up until 12 o'clock tonight. So if anybody does want to donate, you'll get a free beta of the game. And the goal I'm trying to hit is $100. I figured that's reasonable for a streamer of my size. All right, well, thank you so much for watching again. You've been awesome as usual, Hustler. And I hope you have a great Friday. And I'm gonna do some small streams in the this weekend because I'm gonna be with my best friend in Tampa. So I'm gonna try to get as much, do some few streams while I'm there with him. All right, perfect. All right, my loves, that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much for everybody that watched. I'm gonna go start Singapore and Australia now. You guys have all been amazing. Everybody have a safe Halloween. Thank you so much to my donator tonight. You've been amazing. And remember, the donation is still going, so you can look it up. I'm trying to raise $100 for autism awareness and $100 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So this is Project Katana signing off. Thank you, everybody. You guys have all been amazing. Thank you, Uncivil Alpha, for being such a great admin and always helping me. And Hustler, you're awesome. And for everybody that watched tonight, thank you so much. And keep an eye out because we're going to have Korga Dead coming soon. So follow me on Project_Katana. And if you really like what you saw tonight, don't forget to give me a follow. When you subscribe to me, you get lots of like Corgi butts, like the ones that Alpha has. And I do a lot of extra stuff. And any money I make in the channel goes right back into the channel. So thank you very much, everyone. I love you. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.